Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I'll be continuing the course on music theory. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easy to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. This course breaks up into three major parts. The first part is basic music theory, the second part is arranging music, and the third part is music composition. Now, one of the most noticeable things about a piece of music is that there will be a steady beat or pulse, which a person can easily tap their foot to or clap their hands to. Some of these musical beats will be louder than others, and these are called the strong beats or the accents. The other beats of the music that are not as strong are called the weak beats. The downbeat is the strongest part of the beat, which is at the start of the music pattern. But some downbeats are stronger than others. You will usually hear a pattern to these beats, such as strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak, or maybe strong, weak, and so forth. So, in order to show the correct groupings of the notes into strong and weak beats, the music is divided into small equal parts called measures, or bars. Lines that are drawn down through the staff are called bar lines and show the division of the music into measures. 2 bar lines are used to indicate the end of a piece of music. These are called double bar lines. In music, a time signature is used to show the number of beats in a measure, and this time signature appears at the beginning of the piece of music, right after the key signature. Unlike the key signature, which is on every staff, the time signature will not appear again in the music unless the meter of the music changes. The meter of a piece of music is its basic rhythm, and the time signature is what tells you the meter of the piece of music.
A time signature is made up of 2 numbers, one over the other. The upper number shows you how many beats there are in a measure, and the lower figure shows what note value is equal to 1 beat. In 4/4 time, there are 4 beats in a measure, and a quarter note gets a beat. Any combination of notes that equals 4 quarters can be used to fill up a measure. You may have noticed that the time signature looks a little like a fraction in arithmetic. Filling up measures feels a little like finding equivalent fractions too. In 4/4 time, for example, there are 4 beats in a measure, and a quarter note gets 1 beat. So 4 quarter notes would fill up 1 measure, but so would any other combination of notes that equals 4 quarters. 1 whole, 2 halves, 1 half plus 2 quarters, and so forth. If the time signature is 3/8, any combination of notes and rests that adds up to 3/8 will fill a measure. Remember that a dot is worth an extra half of the note that it follows. A few time signatures don't have to be written as numbers. 4/4 time is used so much that it is often called common time, written as a bold C. When both 4s are cut in half to 2s, you have cut time, written as a C cut by a vertical slash. You may have already noticed that a measure in 4/4 times looks the same as a measure in 2/2. After all, in arithmetic, 4 quarters adds up to the same thing as 2 halves. For that matter, why not call the time signature 1-1 or 8-8? Measures in all of these meters look the same, but they feel different. The difference is how many downbeats there are in a measure. Or why not write 2-2 as 2-4, giving quarter notes the beat instead of half notes? The music would look very different, but it would sound the same, as long as you made the beats the same speed. So why is one time signature chosen rather than another? The composer will normally choose a time signature that makes the music easy to read and also easy to count and conduct. Does the music feel like it has 4 beats in every measure? Or does it go by so quickly that you only have time to tap your foot twice in a measure? A common exception to this is 6/8 time, and the other time signatures, for example, 9/8 and 12/8, commonly used to write compound meters. A piece in 6/8 might have 6 beats in every measure, with an eighth note getting a beat, but it is more likely that the conductor will give only 2 beats per measure, with a dotted quarter or 3/8 notes getting 1 beat. Since beats normally get divided into halves and quarters, this is the easiest way for composers to write beats that are divided into thirds. In the same way, 3/8 may only have 1 beat per measure, 9/8 3 beats per measure, and 12/8 4 beats per measure. In 6/8 time, a dotted quarter usually gets 1 beat. This is the easiest way to write beats that are evenly divided into 3 rather than 2. Now let us talk about what the meter of a piece of music is. A meter is the arrangement of its rhythms in a repetitive pattern of strong and weak beats. This does not mean that the rhythms themselves are repetitive, but they do strongly suggest a repeated pattern. Some music does not have a meter. Ancient music, such as Gregorian chants, new music, such as some experimental 20th century art music, and non-Western music, such as some Native American flute music, may not have a strong repetitive pattern or beats. Other types of music, such as traditional Western African drumming, may have very complex meters that can be difficult for the beginner to identify. But most Western music has simple, repetitive patterns of beats. This makes meter a very useful way to organize the music. Common notation, for example, divides the written music into small groups of beats called measures or bars. The lines dividing each measure from the next help the musician reading the music to keep track of the rhythms. A piece, or a section of a piece, is assigned a time signature that tells the performer how many beats to expect in each measure, and what types of notes should get 1 beat. Meters can be classified by counting the number of beats from one strong beat to the next. For example, if the meter of the music feels like strong, weak, it is in duple meter. Strong, strong, weak is triple meter, and strong, weak is quadruple. Meters can also be classified as either simple or compound. In a simple meter, each beat is basically divided into halves. In compound meters, each beat is divided into threes. A borrowed division occurs when the basic beat of a piece is interrupted by some beats that sound like they are borrowed from a different meter. One of the most common examples of this is the use of triplets to add some compound meter to a piece that is mostly in a simple meter. Each week, I'll give a few musical terms for you to memorize. This is the list for this week. Adagio means slow. Lento is slow. Marcato is a marked accent. Con forza means with force.
I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.